everyone, I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen, and today we have a special episode. Today our video is sponsored by iHerb.com, that's little I, H-E-R-B, and we're going to be sharing with you these delicious homemade chewy granola bars that we made using some of the fantastic natural and organic ingredients available from the iHerb website and their grocery section. So come on along and let's see what iHerb is all about, and we'll see what goes into these delicious chewy granola bars. Alright, we're going to get our video started by doing a little bit of an unboxing, but I already took it out of the box. Today's video is sponsored by our friends at iHerb.com. That's I-H-E-R-B.com. And they contacted me and said, hey, would you like to do a video for us? And let everybody know that we have a great grocery section now that contains a whole lot of all natural and organic products. And how could I say no to that? So today we're going to be making a really great recipe for some chewy granola bars using some of these ingredients that I was able to get from iHerb.com. If you're not familiar with their website, I have purchased from them in the past before, and they have an awful lot to offer. Their grocery section is what we're going to focus on today. I was able to get some really great stuff. Their pricing is phenomenal, and in a lot of cases, lower than a lot of other places that you can even buy them from online. So I'll just show you some of the things that I got. Almond butter. We are like totally obsessed with almond butter in our house now, so we just thought we would give this Justin's brand a try. We got both the vanilla and the maple. And then we also got some Old Country style muesli, and this is just a whole grain cereal. We're going to be using that in our chewy granola bars. And I got 2 bags of old-fashioned rolled oats. These are the organic version from Bob's Red Mill. We're going to be using some of those also. Everything you see here pretty much, with the exception of one thing, we're going to be using in our chewy granola bars. I got this bag of 100% organic coconut flakes, and these are those big coconut flakes. These are addictive, and I could just eat them right out of the bag. They're so tasty. They're like butter. They're so delicious. I got a bag of these sun-dried raisins. I have never seen raisins so big in my life. I don't know if you can see them, but we'll show them to you in a little while. They're so good, and if you've never had these ones from Bob's Red Mill, they really are very, very tasty. I got some honey. This is from YSB Farms, and this is a wildflower honey, and we're going to be using that in our recipe as well. And I got some organic cinnamon to add to my spice rack. You guys know how much I love my spices. And we're going to be using this fruit and nut mix. This is a wild berry mix with nuts and seeds and dried fruit. And we're going to be using these also in our recipe today. And I got some coconut aminos. I never heard of these before, and my friend Liza said they were really great, and she uses them all the time. Now, she's on a low sodium diet due to, health concerns. So I said, I've never heard of those. What are they? And this is like a substitute for soy sauce, and it's made from coconuts. So I saw this on the iHerb website, and I knew that I had to give it a try. So I love having ingredients like this on hand for any occasion, so I can just reach into my fridge or my pantry and make whatever it is that I want to make at any given moment. And of course, I share those things with you. So stick around, and I'll be back in just a minute, and we'll have an ingredient overview of these delicious fruit and nut chewy granola bars that we're going to make today. Alright, to get started, what we're going to do is I'm just going to start measuring stuff and putting this all together. But first we have to get our liquid ingredients ready, and we're going to start off with a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. Now, I have already had this in my pantry, and I need it for this recipe, but iHerb.com offers a nice selection of coconut oil at really good prices. And here goes our almond butter. This is the Justin's maple almond butter. We're also going to use a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and then I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of honey. Now, the honey is kind of the secret here because we're doing a chewy granola bar, and this is going to help it maintain its moistness. Now, I do have my oven preheated to 325 degrees. Okay, I'll break this up in here, and then I'm just going to go put this on the stove over medium heat until it all starts to melt together and becomes one with each other. All right, now we're gonna build the granola bar itself. So I have all 3 packages of that fruit and nut snack mix, and there's pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. There's that sneaky hand. Almonds, there's dried blueberries and dried cranberries in here, and it's awesome.
Delicious.
I have no doubt. Okay, we're also gonna add that's 2 cups of crispy rice. And that gives this a really nice texture. And we're gonna add 2 cups of the old-fashioned rolled oats and 2 cups of this muesli cereal. This muesli is really good. You can actually make this hot. You can eat it cold with just milk on it. It's really just like a nice hearty granola cereal. It's lovely. Okay, now, again, there are some things here that I had in my pantry already, but iHerb does carry them. I have 1/4 cup of hemp hearts, 1/4 cup of chia seed, 1/4 cup of flax seed. I'm adding 1 cup of chocolate chips. I'm also going to add about 1 cup or so of these beautiful raisins. I'm going to show you what they look like. They're really great. So in goes a little bit of raisins. I'm going to throw a few more in there. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon. I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon. I almost forgot. I forgot the coconut. How silly. I'm going to add some of these coconut flakes. And yes, I'm going to add that much. That's about 2 cups. Just stir that in. And we're almost ready to roll with the liquid ingredients, and I'll be right back. All right, our liquid ingredients have heated up and they're all melty, you see, and you want them to be combined really well. Just give it a stir and bring it to almost a boil. That way you know everything is just the way it should be. Now we're just gonna pour this all in here. Make sure you get it all. All right, now we're just gonna make sure that we get all of this blended in there together. You want everything mixed very well, and you want this to become kind of like a mass that you're gonna then push into the baking pan that we prepared earlier. All right, I went ahead and I poured the whole mixture into my cookie sheet. Now you're going to do this on a rimmed baking sheet. If you want to, you can always cut this recipe in half and do it like in a 9x13 cake pan. And then you want to make sure that you get in here and mash it down. We're going to pop this into a 325-degree oven for just about 30 minutes. And we'll be back when it's time to have a look at it when it's taken out. All right, this has just come out of the oven. It was in there for 30 minutes. And when it comes out, if you've put raisins or any dried fruit in yours like cranberries or blueberries, they may look puffed up, but they're not burnt. You may want to just take your flat spatula and just go over it again. As it cools, it's going to settle down. But when it gets exposed to all that heat, it's going to want to just kind of come alive. So what you want to do is come in here and just smash it down again. And then you're going to want to wait. You're going to want this to cool a little bit before you even attempt to cut it into bars. Okay, I let the granola bar mixture cool in the baking pan until I felt comfortable enough to stick it in the refrigerator for about a half an hour. This is going to aid in your ability to cut these a whole lot, because I attempted to cut them before chilling them and they were just falling apart. So I made room in my fridge, I stuck my sheet pan in the fridge, and then I popped them out, and then I got a ruler and a paring knife and a thin spatula. And because I am meticulous like that, I wanted to make them as even as possible. So I have this little plastic ruler, and that helped me a lot. And some of them fell apart, and we have a few crumbs, but not to worry. You can just stick these in a jar or in a bag, and you can toss these on top of your ice cream or on top of your granola in the morning, and it's all good. Nothing's going to go to waste. But the end result is this. That is obviously only a portion. I would say I I got approximately 2 dozen granola bars out of this recipe. You can make them as large or as small as you like. It's up to you. You get to control that. Alright, I promised you some great information at the end of this video, including how you can get $5 off your first order. There is a reward code in the information box below, and you'll be able to use that for $5 off your first order. Their grocery selection is really wonderful, and if you often buy things online like I do, to keep stocked in your pantry, especially organic and all natural items, because sometimes those can be a little more difficult to source locally if you don't live in a bigger metropolitan area, and sometimes the local stores just don't have those things. So I love to order things online. iHerb is the answer to that, because they have the best prices that I've come across in a while on products like this. And all of the products that you saw me use in the recipe today that I was able to get from iHerb.com, the links are down below in the information box to where you can find those on their website if you're interested in having a look for yourself. Along with the $5 off of your first order, iHerb wants you to also know that they have a 10% customer loyalty opportunity. So for every order you place, you get a 10% credit. For instance, if you spend $50, you're going to get a $5 customer credit, and you'll be able to use that credit within the next 60 days for future purchases on their website. That's also a real plus, because how many places are actually giving you the opportunity to get credit for the purchases that you've made? And they also offer free shipping on all orders over $20 in the United States. iHerb also does not charge any sales tax on any of their orders as long as you live in the United States. You'll be able to check out all of the great information on their website, use the link below, and also use that rewards code so that you're sure to get that $5 off of your first order. My experience shopping on their website was great. It's really laid out very well. If you can't find something, they have it categorized really, really well. So much better than a lot of other places that I've seen. And their customer service is really great. And a lot of stuff is already on their website. They have great descriptions. And like I said before, their prices are really, really good. So I hope that you'll go ahead and check them out. I hope you give these a try, and I hope that you love it. And go make sure you check out the iHerb website. And until next time, I'll see ya.